Hey guys, got my weekly update on Project Redline, the 67 Nova build. I've come to a pretty serious epiphany. I intend to put an independent rear suspension in the car, mini tub it with some pretty decent rear tires, 285s, 335s, somewhere in there. I'm not exactly sure how wide the tires are going to be in the back, but decently wide, enough to the point that it's going to have to be mini tubbed, no doubt of that. And the conclusion that I've come to in the back of the car is that not only is my car in terrible shape, the day it was new, it was garbage. And what I mean by that is, if you have a look at the frame rails here, notice how I can squeeze that frame rail and collapse it with my bare hand. This frame rail is actually in really good condition, and I can do that. If I come over and I look at my other frame rail, there's this really nasty section right here where somebody welded the thing together, you know, so it's just in terrible shape, bad welds through here. I assume it's really not even straight anymore. Hell, I can even see a little bit, if you have a look right there, you can even see a little bit of, who knows, maybe JB Weld or Bondo, I don't know, but I mean, it's just a complete horse crap repair. And so, you know, not just that, there's rust underneath the car in the frame rails too. If we come on down here, get up underneath here and have a look, right through here you can see that I've proceeded to cut out all of the rust. And even then, I haven't cut it all out. There's just holes through it everywhere where the frame rail is completely deteriorated. So, the right frame rail is in good condition. It's weak. The left frame rail is a good bit rotted out, as well as has had a really bad repair. And what really even makes this worse is that when you run off and you mini tub one of these cars, like if you do a Detroit Speed mini tub for this car, they have you notch the frame rail and pretty much, you know, bring the width of the frame rail down very, very narrow, like an inch wide. And so when I run off and stuff an 800 or whatever it may be, you know, supercharged LS in this car, and I put a great big fat tire underneath it, I'm doing all of this with a frame rail that was crap from day one, that was rusted from day two, and that was trimmed up to be more narrow and insufficient on day three. So frankly, it's just a nightmare recipe when you're looking at tiny crappy frame rails and a massive LS in this car. So I got a solution. My solution is the JD squared Dr. Jig frame rail. So what I've decided to do is go ahead and put the car on a jig and proceed to take those frame rails out of the car to either build or buy a rear clip, maybe buy a set of frame rails for it. I may very well even decide to build my own frame rails and just completely fabricate an entire, rear clip for the back of the car. So my new jig here doesn't have any of the stanchions that stick up off of the jig to secure the car to it. So I'm either going to build those myself or buy them from JD Squared. Matter of fact, over there in the distance to the left of my son's dump truck, you can see a JD Squared manual tubing bender. Had that thing for years and years, been very happy with it. So when the opportunity came up to trade somebody a car lift for a frame jig, I jumped at the chance. So in one of my next videos, you're going to see me put Project Redline on a frame jig, and hopefully we're going to have a solution a lot better for building this car than previously up to this point. So that's my weekly update on Project Redline. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up down below if you liked it. Click the subscribe button. Appreciate you guys watching.